What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Explore USA RV Supercenter in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this really interesting Forest River Aurora. Now, this is a relatively new line from Forest River, and they've done some really interesting things, especially considering this is a stick and tin unit. And what does that mean? Wood framing with aluminum siding over a steel main frame. And there's a lot of reasons why you might like this unit, and it might be a little bit different than what your expectations would prepare you for. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, before we get any further, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 9,483 pounds. This is a relatively heavy unit, but 3,076 pounds of that go towards cargo. So you have a relatively high overall weight, but your cargo capacity is 1.5 tons. So you shave that off of here, you know, the numbers drop pretty significantly. It rides on twin 4,400 pound axles, and it has 15-inch wheels with D-rated 15-inch tires. All right, so what does that equate to from a dry weight perspective? 6,348 pound dry weight, total length 32 feet 1 inches. So in my opinion, this is absolutely something you'd want a 3/4 ton truck or greater to tow with, mainly because of the tongue weight you're going to transfer to the truck, not the gross vehicle weight rating of the trailer itself. That just helps determine how much tongue weight's going to transfer to your truck. So wouldn't tow this with a 1/2 ton truck, in my opinion. Has a front electric tongue jack. Let's take a look inside of this RV, and then we will come back out and see what the outside's all about. So this is the Aurora. This is the 28 BHS. It also has the off-grid solar package, which includes a 40 amp solar charge controller and a 100-watt solar panel on the roof. JBL premium sound. Let's take a look inside of this unit. Okay, so first of all, it does have a friction hinge door, which is really nice. Basically keeps the door from blowing around when it's windy outside. We'll pan around this unit real quick, show you what it's all about. As you can see, it is a bunkhouse. We'll kind of start from the back and work our way to the front. But before we do that, let's look at the sticker. So this has a $41,503 sticker, and that's the MSRP. That's your manufacturer's suggested retail price. The actual price they'll sell this to you for is going to be significantly less than that, so just keep that in mind. All right, so again, let's start from the back in the restroom. So this has a decent sized shower, to be honest, in the back of the unit. Has this kind of faux brick surround to it, but it's a relatively tall RV, so it gives you quite a bit of headspace. You could probably be upwards of 6.5, 7 feet tall to fit inside of this unit, and that's kind of rare for most travel trailers, especially in this price range. You have your medicine cabinet right here. Below it you have a plastic basin sink, power, and then a plastic toilet which faces out that way, so it's going to give you a fair amount of room. This piece right here might, you know, kind of hit your feet. Could be a platform, who knows. And then you have a vent up top and then your skylight. Stepping out of the restroom, you have your bunks. Each bunk looks to be maybe a little less than 4 feet wide. And then really nice and about 2-inch thick padded mattress here. Then you have this curtain that can provide privacy by closing around the bunks at night, which is nice. You have this storage space underneath right here, which is really good as well, to put basically anything you don't want in your living area whenever you're out camping. Nice cabinet area right here. You'd probably have to put your coffee station right here though, because there's not really any space on the other side. You have some storage down here. You can also access your water connection lines, which is really nice. You have drawers in here. This is a single basin plastic sink. Good amount of storage. 30 amp cables in here too. 3-burner gas cooktop with oven. You have all your breakers down here. Nice stainless steel vent hood on top. Then your compact high point microwave. More storage above. Coming this way, this has a GE 12-volt refrigerator. There's a little locking system right there. TV's cornered, which I like because it gives you the ability to watch it comfortably from this area, and if you're sitting in this space around the dinette as well. Let's take a quick look at the dinette. So this converts into a bed, and it's a good size wraparound dinette. So you could easily fit a family of 6 behind here. This is really nice. Behind the door you have your Coleman Mach thermostat control, and then you have storage underneath both of the dinette booths. This basically unplugs and you can convert this into a good sized bed. Then over here you have a kind of a jackknife theater style seating. I like that they put the cup holder here in the center, which is really nice. All pleated blinds. You have some nice valances on top with some curtains hanging below. Some people really like that. Your TV's over here. Again, pantry storage right here. Nice kind of compact panoramic fireplace, which I like. Doesn't take up too much room. Some storage right here and more storage below. So you got a lot of accessible storage in this unit, which is really nice. You have a vent up top here. There's your air conditioning unit, and it is ducted. Stepping towards the front of this unit, queen size bed. Looks to be a slightly shorter queen size bed, so just keep that in mind. It's about, I'm going to say about 7 feet long overall. Over here you're going to have kind of a storage pantry space for whatever you might want to put back here. It's all shelved instead of hanging, but this is really nice. It's actually got quite a bit of room for that. Then you have your second entry exit. You have more wardrobe space over here. Huge kind of end tables here to the sides of the bed, which are really nice. And then more storage up top. USB charging ports on each side, as well as 110. And then this should lift up and give you storage underneath it. Yep. It is not on strut arms, so that might be an upgrade you'd want to add if you got a unit like this, so you can kind of keep it up. Furnace vent in the floor. There's your other furnace vent. And you have carpet in this area right here, but this is really the only carpet in the unit, so it's not too bad. And then what's really nice is you can close this area off if you want. So if the kids are going to stay out here, or one of the spouses is going to stay out here and watch TV, one wants to go to bed, you can close off the bedroom space, which is very nice. Anyways guys, let's take a look on the outside of this unit. Okay, starting from the front, let's go over some of the things as I see them that I consider to be kind of upgrades on a unit like this, and some things that might be missing that you might expect to see. So first of all, you have an electric front tongue jack, which I do like. You have a spot for 2 20-pound propane cans, which I like. It has manual scissor jacks, so you would really use a drill attachment and just kind of lower them slowly to stabilize it and put some blocks underneath it. Kind of wish it had electric stabilization, to be honest. Right here you have one of your storage compartments. A good amount of storage, I do like that. Doors are relatively thin, but it's pretty typical in this size of travel trailer, especially at this price point. Has steel fold-out steps right here. Would have been nice to see aluminum fold-out steps, but this is an area where they definitely shaved some cost. You have a nice awning that extends all the way across the top, as well as an LED light right here. The awning covers about 60% of the side. Outside of your water heater, outside of your furnace, looking underneath, this rides on a 8-inch I-beam frame. So it's really needed for this weight, but it's actually a good size for this weight of trailer. Back here, aluminum wheels. So typically on something like this, and let me show you what's next to it, steel wheels, right? So this one, you're gonna get a little bit nicer wheel. It has a high-spec Oracle tire. Never really heard of those before. I would probably upgrade those relatively quick. You'd likely be able to get a couple thousand miles out of them before you should upgrade them, but yeah, I typically recommend this be one of the main areas you focus on upgrading if you do. It does not have an upgraded suspension equalizer. It's your standard one. If you upgrade that area, I'd definitely put a suspension equalizer in, basically one with some type of a dampening, rubber bushing in it, and then the heavier duty shackle straps if you plan on doing a lot of towing. I really like the fact that they put this trim around the actual fender. This is really nice, and it's aluminum and it's relatively thick, so it's not just a real cheap piece like you see on a lot of units, or you don't see them on some units at all right? You just have a little piece of plastic there. So I do like that. I do like the aluminum wheels. Lippert solid step, I like those. I do like the fact that it includes a 40 amp solar charge controller and the 100 watt panel. Has an outside kitchen, and it's a pretty nice outside kitchen. Has a 12 volt Everchill compact refrigerator, suburban griddle, which is really nice, and some storage out here as well, and a place to pop the tops off of your frosty beverages. All right, so you have your other stabilization legs back here. You have a little D-ring for a leash in case you have your puppy out here. 4-inch tubular bumper included. It is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera. The lighting on here appears to be incandescent. You have your spare tire back here, and you have a spray port that is kind of awkwardly on the other side of your tire. So if it were me, I'd probably shift this assembly over so I have better access to that spray port. But it is nice that they put a spray port back here. Coming around this way, 30 amp connection. This is your cable satellite input connection. You have an outside shower right here as well. Oh wow, and they put a little holder up here. I really like that. That's thoughtful. That is something most manufacturers don't do regardless of the price. They'll give you the outside shower, but then you're out here kind of spraying yourself down with one hand. You throw it up here, now you can actually take a shower outside of your unit. That is pretty awesome if you're coming in from the beach and you just want to get all that sand and salt water off of you. Then you have your city water connection black tank flush. I really like that, and this part's probably 20 cents. So to have this on an RV is just almost common sense. That's one of my new favorite additions that I think RV manufacturers should just include on their RVs. Sewer connections down here. This is a rack and pinion slide. It's the only slide on the unit. Overall, this is a pretty cool unit. And again, the price of this unit is going to be significantly less than that $41,000 MSRP. So if something like this interests you, there's a few areas that I could see some improvements. Better tires is one of them. And, I kind of make that claim about most RVs unless they already come with a high-end tire. But, that's a relatively low-cost upgrade. The suspension's a relatively low-cost upgrade. And these are all things that can give you a little bit more peace of mind if you're towing it down the road. But overall, this is a pretty cool unit. What do you guys think? Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we will talk to you again very soon.